Everyone, this is Jessica with Whispers of Grace. I'm here today to do your March 1st through the 15th, 2018 general reading. So, this is all about Virgo, feelings and healing. It's kind of funny. So, I will say, before I get diving into this, I just want to thank everyone for all of your support, your likes, your shares, subscribes, and just your support in general. It's been amazing. But this seems to be, if you're new to my channel, welcome. But for those of you who have watched me before, I try to give enough different situations to how these cards can read, because these are general readings. They may not apply to everyone, so please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. But I feel like this is more, oh Jesus, sorry y'all. This is more for a specific group, I think. And sorry y'all, I'm a hot mess today. I feel like for those who are being drawn to this video, or whoever this reading is for, is either in a committed relationship or is married, okay? Because the majority of how this is coming out is to kind of work through your problems and be sensitive to how you're feeling, okay? And, I don't really see any separation. And that's why I'm saying with the cards that have coming out, I feel like you're either in a committed relationship or you're married. For those Virgos that are watching, this is specifically for you, okay? Now, in your recent past and what you need to overcome, you have the healing, healed, and healer card. Healing energy surrounds you in this situation. So this means that, you are probably in the process of healing. There are probably certain aspects of your life and patterns that you felt were healed, and you are part healer yourself, and that comes out later in this reading as well. But I feel with that energy, you're becoming more sensitive to the energies around you, okay? And it's very important when we start waking up and we realize that we're, especially for those of you who are empaths, picking up on other people's energy and not grounding or protecting yourself, right? Like, this walk away card tells you to walk away from any unhealthy situation and enjoy the new doors that open as a result. Now, normally I would be like, run for the hills when I see this card, but I'm not getting that. I honestly see that, there is a rough patch. There is a bump in the road. There is disagreements, maybe someone taking the relationship for granted on some level, and it's causing a lot of unnecessary energy backlash. Okay, that's what I'm saying. But what I'm honestly picking up from these two cards alone is that any unhealthy patterns that you have not fully overcome yet, and especially with fear of relationships, this card is for you. It's not talking about walking away from the relationship. It's walking away from any unhealthy situations. That can go for patterns as well. A lot of conditioning, maybe something from your childhood that keeps being brought up through this relationship. And you know, you want balance, you need security, and there's obviously reason, especially with some of the cards that are coming out, to be upset. Fully understandable. But there's a reason all of this is happening. So what I have here, and this is what you need to overcome, I see that you have the Four of Pentacles here. When you give, you also receive, being resistant to change, extremes in how you save or spend money. Now, when I see the Four of Pentacles, I always think of holding on tightly, okay? And some of you might be holding on to a fire sign. You do have the Queen of Wands here. And it's kind of one of those things, like, you know, it doesn't necessarily have to be a man or a woman. These are general, but you are holding on to someone or a situation where either you or the other person might have left temporarily, or is not fully satisfied with the way things are going, is what I am seeing, okay? Now, these are things that you need to overcome. And when I get into your current energy and what you need to be focused on, you're going to understand why. Because this is part of your awakening journey, if that makes sense. You have to go through this, and it's patterns that you need to fix within the relationship and within yourself. So you do have the Five of Cups here that came out as a clarifier. Everything happens for a reason. Release regret and embrace the opportunities for happiness. Search for the silver lining. And that's what I'm saying. Like, don't focus so much on the shit that happened that you're upset about. Like, I understand there's a reason for you to be upset, but you need to learn how to communicate it in a healthy way. And if you're going to hold on to someone, and, you know, it goes both ways, okay? Let me just clear this up real quick. If you are being treated like shit, if you are being downgraded, cheated on, abused in any sort of way, this isn't for you, okay? This is someone who maybe had a minor disagreement with their spouse, or someone who, you know, just having a hard time seeing eye to eye, and you're having a hard time getting on the same page. This is who I'm talking to, not the people who are being treated like crap, okay? If you are being treated in any sort of way that is not respectful, move out. Don't even settle for that, okay? That's not what I'm talking about. Now, your current energy and what you need to be focused on, you have the marriage card. And that is why I said it's for you. Probably this month's reading is for those of you who are in a committed relationship or married. But this is a union between two people, and there is heartbreak here, okay? But you need to release it. Release the past. You will grow from this situation. Time heals all wounds. And that is what I'm saying. This is something where someone's feelings obviously got hurt, and there is heartbreak in the situation, but there needs to be balance because you have the Two of Pentacles here. And you need to learn how to have fun with the situation again. Do not take everything so seriously that you forget to be present and enjoy what you fell in love with the person for, right? Remember those things. Remember the fun times, and see if you can get each other to come together. Like, you have to be able to communicate healthy how you feel in order to get the other person to open up to you. Because I feel like someone's being closed off. If you're closed off, it's not going to work. You're not going to get anywhere. So But I feel the reason why you're feeling all these emotions is because you are going through a awakening process, or some of your senses are starting to come alive. And with the dietary change, and I wasn't really sure where this fit in. And when I read the book, it's telling you that you need to make necessary changes in your life because you have the gift of clairvoyance, and this is clear seeing. It's insane how all of this adds up, because when you have clairvoyance and you know how to use it properly, and you open up your third eye and all this kind of stuff, you will be able to see things coming from a mile away. You will be able to navigate through all the dark times with peace in your heart. You're going to be able to have visions of things. You'll be able to see through bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is that time where things really start waking up, but you have to be prepared for it, because when you start opening up to the universe, it's going to throw stuff in your face. We all have lessons to learn, and if we're too afraid to learn the lessons, we never move forward. Okay, so make sure that you put that time into yourself and into your relationship so y'all can both grow together instead of leaving one behind. You can't force someone to grow with you, but from what I'm seeing, this is worth working on. Okay, don't give up. You just need to find a different approach. And when you do this and you open up and your clairvoyance is activated, this is where you're going to find your strength, and you have the solutions card. So strength and grace through kindness, self-confidence, forgiveness, success that comes from objective compromise, self-control, and patience, forgiving and healing energy. This is when it's all going to make sense for you, okay? You're going to have the confidence in yourself to know exactly what you need to do in this situation. And if it works out, it works out. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But you're going to be able to handle this situation with grace and dignity instead of coming at it in a way of heartbreak and emotion. Like, I'm all in my head and I'm fearful. Like, no. Okay. This is how I'm feeling, and I need you to get on board because I love you, and I need you to do this with me, and I want us to help each other grow. That's what that means, okay? And coming to a compromise of how to move forward together, how to be able to communicate what you're feeling and what you're experiencing. And you don't know. Maybe once you open up and your clairvoyance is activated, maybe you might realize they have it too. Some of you might be dealing with a Leo. But still, I mean, I don't see anything that says give up or haul ass. And the fact that you have, like, yeah, okay, there's obviously some sort of troubling time. Some of you, and I hate to say it, there is the Three of Cups underneath this. So some of you might have been overburdened, maybe thinking that someone cheated or whatever the case may be, or someone's getting attention from somewhere else because you feel like they were distracted or uninterested in y'all's relationship. But what I am seeing is that a decision needs to be made. Either you're going to move forward or you're not. Release yourself from which holds you back, a need to detox, unnecessary worry based on a lack of self-confidence. That is what I'm saying. I feel like it was more in your head than it actually happened, whatever the case may be. But you need to detox, and that's what this dietary change is talking about too. You need to take better care of yourself, mind, body, and soul, and clear out all the junk so you can see clearly, okay? And when you do that, you will be able to make a decision together to move forward in sickness and in health. Okay? That is what I'm seeing. So, let's see. The energy that your spirit guides want you to focus on and put into action as of now, March 1st through the 15th. I recognize that I have chosen fear and I choose again. I choose love. Okay? Admit that you let your fear get the best of you, that you will choose again, and this time you will choose the right direction. You will choose love. You will choose peace. And I honor how I want to feel, okay? Not how you're feeling at this moment, but how I want to feel. If you want to feel happy, if you want to feel prosperous, if you want to feel successful or loved, whatever you want to feel, you need to be able to honor that. And your spouse or your significant other needs to honor that as well. There's nothing wrong with wanting to be positive and staying happy and working together as a team in order to succeed, okay? Don't let fear run your life. It's not worth it. It won't do you any good, and all it's going to do is keep causing heartache after heartache after heartache. Don't do it to yourself, okay? And as far as your love guidance, okay, and I don't know if any of you have done like the 5 love languages test, but if you haven't, I would definitely do it. Even if you have with your spouse, I would do it again. And see, you know, things change. See where you're at this point in time, and see if you can get communicating on a different level. Because and again, you break this down, it's a 35, so you have an 8, communication, okay? You need to learn how to communicate to each other, but this says, speak the language of love. Loving words have the power to change someone's life, including your own. You need to be able to open up what you're really feeling in your heart and, you know, be able to be, I'm hearing vulnerable, be vulnerable in this situation and, you know, lay it out on the line, because what you have, yeah. Oh, y'all. So many good cards. So get to know each other. And this is what I'm saying. You might have been in a relationship for quite some time, or you both went through a funk and you're going through changes and you need to get to know each other again. You need to be able to demonstrate love and find out what is important to the people you love and act on it. That's what I'm saying. The love languages, okay? Honesty is essential. To be a loving person, it is important that we speak truthfully in a loving manner. And that's exactly what I was saying earlier too. Look at the synchronicities, y'all. I can't make this shit up. And physical touch is important. For some of us, nothing is more important than a tender touch. This might include a pat on the back or giving a hug to someone who needs it. So for those of you, and I'm getting this vision right now, like something serious. Okay, for those women out there who have been pissed off at their husband and or their boyfriend, whatever, committed relationship. For those of you who have been so stuck in a fear-based way or, you know, feeling some sort of shitty way towards their man, you might have to be the one to take this step and say, this is how I'm feeling, and I can't say that I'm sorry for feeling this way because of this and this, but I just want you to know that I love you, and I want to work on this together, but I need to know you want to work on it too. And maybe catch them off guard. Like I'm seeing a man sitting on a couch and the woman just like nonchalantly comes in and sneaks to lay on his lap. okay? Don't be afraid of a tender touch. Don't be afraid to let your significant other know that you're still willing to work for it if they are. You have to be on the same page. If you aren't communicating and you aren't touching, how do you know? If it's getting to that point, no wonder you think they're running off with someone else. But I can tell you from what I'm seeing right now, that's not the case. They're probably wondering what is going on just as much as you are, and the fear between the both of you are causing this emotional upset that isn't necessary. So make sure that if this is something you really want and you want to put the effort into and say that you truly tried everything before you give up, this is what you need to do. Okay? So that is all I have for you, Virgo. I hope this helps and makes sense for you. I wish you the best of luck. If you need a private reading, please email me at whispersofgrace1016@gmail.com. If you do not need a private reading and you think this was enough for you, but you still want to support the channel, there's a donation link down below in the description box. And if you're not friends with us on Facebook, you should check us out. But I wish you the best, and please leave me a comment. Let me know what's going on with y'all, man. I haven't been getting enough comments lately. I want more. So let me know how this resonates with you, and we'll be talking soon, okay? See you later.